Long ago, when the world was young and chaos reigned, two divine beings, Izanagi and Izanami, were tasked with forming the islands of Japan. After Izanami's tragic descent into the underworld, Izanagi, heartbroken and impure, performed a cleansing ritual at a sacred river. As he washed his right eye, something extraordinary happened. From the purifying water emerged Tsukuyomi, the moon deity, serene, pale, and radiant like a silvery night sky. Tsukuyomi was born not from bloodshed or fire but from purification, and this defined their nature calm, wise, and reflective. Tsukuyomi's siblings were Amaterasu, the sun goddess who emerged from his left eye, and Susanoo, the chaotic storm god born from his nose. These three deities would come to represent the cosmic balance, day and night, order and chaos. Tsukuyomi was once allowed to visit the goddess of food, Ukemochi, on behalf of Amaterasu. Ukemochi prepared a feast by creating food in a mystical way, bringing fish from her mouth, game from her nose, and rice from her rectum. Though divine in method, Tsukuyomi was revolted by the gesture. Outraged by what was seen as an insult or unclean offering, Tsukuyomi struck Ukemochi down, killing her on the spot. When Tsukuyomi returned and told Amaterasu what happened, she was horrified. Not only was Ukemochi a fellow deity, but her death disrupted the sacred balance of nourishment and ritual. Amaterasu, enraged, banished Tsukuyomi forever, declaring she would never again look at them. This is why, according to myth, the sun and moon are never seen together in the sky, a celestial divorce written across the heavens. Unlike the widely worshipped Amaterasu or the tempestuous Susanoo, Tsukuyomi has few shrines, few stories, and even fewer worshippers. In the ancient Kojiki and Nihon Shoki, Japan's oldest chronicles, their presence is mentioned only briefly. Some scholars suggest Tsukuyomi represents the unseen, the hidden, and the reflective wisdom of night. Their silence is not absence, it is purpose. Interestingly, Tsukuyomi's gender is never clearly defined. While many interpret the deity as male due to linguistic convention, some modern scholars and spiritualists see Tsukuyomi as feminine or androgynous, an embodiment of divine neutrality, balance, and mystery. Tsukuyomi is associated with the moon, gentle light in the darkness, cycles of time, reflection, judgment, decisive moral authority as shown in the killing of Ukemochi, silence, the power of restraint, solitude, and introspection, time and phases, waxing and waning emotions, control over illusions of permanence. Though little worshipped in mainstream Shinto, Tsukuyomi appears in esoteric and lunar-based rituals, where offerings are made during full moons to gain clarity, wisdom, or spiritual peace. Despite their obscurity in ancient myth, Tsukuyomi has inspired countless anime and game characters, usually embodying the themes of illusion, time, moonlight, and silent power. One of the most iconic uses is in Naruto, where Itachi Uchiha uses a jutsu called Tsukuyomi, which traps victims in a moonlit illusion world where time moves differently. This jutsu represents control over perception, the moon's illusion, silent judgment, Itachi's calm but brutal resolve, and psychological power, a reflection of inner self. The series is filled with moon symbolism. While Sailor Moon herself aligns more with Amaterasu's radiant energy, her connection to the Moon Kingdom, cycles, and femininity echoes Tsukuyomi's lunar essence, especially in themes of reincarnation and reflection. Tsukuyomi appears as a divine character in Smite, depicted as a powerful lunar assassin. In Final Fantasy, moon-based attacks and magic are often named after Tsukuyomi, drawing on their mystique and elegance. The card Tsukuyomi represents a spirit-type monster, linking back to the ghostly, elusive energy of the original deity. It focuses on stealth, strategy, and darkness, not brute force. In a world that celebrates brightness, Tsukuyomi teaches us to value the quiet, the dark, and the still. Where Amaterasu shines brightly with life, Tsukuyomi reflects, always watching, always judging, but never imposing. They remind us to pause before we act, to seek wisdom in silence, to honor endings and transitions, just as the moon wanes before it waxes again. Whether seen as a god or a goddess, Tsukuyomi is not just a celestial body in myth, but a symbol of unseen strength, of cool wisdom, and of the eternal rhythm of the cosmos. In every silent night, they are there, watching from above.